This button here as well. Yep. Or get horribly murdered by those robots as soon as this game is done loading. Witness the power of the PlayStation 5. I mean, I guess this is really what you get when you're playing a PS4 game that had horrible load times on a PS5. The load times are still bad. The SSD doesn't help here at all. I mean, most PS5, like most native PS5 games have like solid load times, but the old shit that never received like native PS5 updates.
She's noble Karja, unlike those savages.
I'd like to get married, but to be honest, it feels like no one will have me.
Alright, so we did like one quest, and then we did this thing. Ghost of Tsushima was updated, apparently. I mean, okay, that's a merchant. The teleport, I think that's me. Oh. Okay, the looming shadow, that's the, like... Those are main... I'm guessing the level 30 stuff is the DLC stuff. For now, I'm just gonna stick with main story. I also need to turn down the volume, because it's really loud in my headset now.
I thought Sun King Avad was sitting on
Bergren said Array's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
Nope, that dives. Oh, wait, there we go. That's crouch, okay. This game is on PC, but there was no way in hell I was ever gonna replay it.
I'll tuck that away.
No, just a regular
Must be
goat.
Took, looking out at that tower. Looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. but it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me, too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Aurea went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Aurea wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Didn't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Aurea.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Yeah, when they refer to the daemon, they're specifically referring to spoilers for the base game here,
Machines.
but an AI.
Be able to destroy it. Or override it. The pulse gives them energy. Repairs them.
Oh, well, this sucks. Okay. Hold on. I need to turn down the volume on my end, and probably on stream end too. Oh, okay. Well, I turned it down a little bit anyways. Unfortunately, I still don't remember shit about this game, really, from the last time we played.
So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
Alright. Robo stealth. And that button heals me. Great.
Very cold. I get it. Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far. You should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
Great.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Yes, thank you for summarizing the cutscene we just watched. Okay, Singapore. I was thinking it would be like a audio or video thing and not a text thing, which is why I even bothered with it. I really didn't care about the lore in this game.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Oh hey, I didn't even see that dude there. I need more blue gleam, huh? Or does this throw the rock, or... Okay, so that scrolls that. And then this must be like a whistle? Or nothing? Okay. Maybe I just can't randomly do it. Whatever the... I would think it would be a whistle to, like, distract an enemy. Well, this has been a super perilous journey so far up this mountain. Okay, here we go. Some light Uncharted style climbing. Great.
I'm pretty far up. The shaman's path must be around here somewhere. This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions.
Well, definitely need those.
Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them.
Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything so far, so I either went the wrong direction or it doesn't actually work.
Took a wrong turn.
Well, at least Aloy just immediately knows. Okay, so we go here, and then... I mean, okay, it looks like maybe off to the left there's something, but I didn't see a way to get there. Because that's the wrong way.
Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way.
Now, was that the one I already found? It seems like it. Okay, so this one's definitely pointing this way, towards the wind chime. Great. And we go this way. And then there's a wind chime, and it says, hey, maybe also follow the wind chimes? But I don't see any other wind chimes other than that one. So... game's off to it. Oh wait. Is that a... okay, that just didn't show up in my focus when I walked by here before. I wonder if it's possible. It feels like the camera's pulled in super tight. Oh. I guess there's no way to pull out the camera a little bit more. Alright.
Another marker. Good.
Okay, there we go. Guess she's talking about this thing over here.
Okay, that way then.
Which
Wait. Back? A chime. Not sure I saw this fork before.
No, I saw the fork, I just didn't see the chime.
Not this way. Then where? I see. Up. Stalkers. Better be careful. Okay. Through here.
I mean, there's no point in searching that loot box. Yeah, I wonder where it's gonna find it.
This cave.
Ugh. Okay, that's the wrong thing to use. Great. I can't... the camera was not made for fighting these enemies here in this kind of environment. Gorilla, you've done it again, you bloody geniuses. Okay. That was unpleasant. Okay, don't know what that was. How does it... Oh, that's an enemy, right? Because this thing's pointing me this way, I think? Okay, there we go. We made it out of the caves of camera madness.
So what's next on this path?
A bunch of crap I can't use. Great.
How does this bridge work? Looks like it needs to fold the camera before it can close.
Puzzle solved, and I almost dove off the edge of the mountain.
Around the bend we go.
I wonder where I go on this incredibly linear mountain path.
Now how do I cross this one? Down it is.
Well, oh, I mean, this game was not made in 2022, though. It was made, you know, in 2016. So, you know, we still hadn't quite figured out cameras then, I guess? Or Guerrilla, the developers, hadn't figured out how to make a good game yet? I mean, they still haven't, going by what I've heard about the sequel to this game, but, you know. Yeah, it is a little harsh, I suppose.
Pull the rope to move this
The
thing
Killzone
into
games were infinitely better than this trash.
Okay.
I mean,
We're just filling
this isn't trash in the traditional sense that I would use trash. This is more like boring trash. This is no The Darkness. That's for sure. Sure, why not just not grab onto the thing? Like they tried to make the big thing with this game, besides the boring open world shit, be the story, but I think the story is pretty much straight garbage. The world building is stupid, the actual, like, modern times, like when the story is mainly set, is real forgettable. I didn't remember anything about it. I had to look stuff up to try and like remember what happened, and I did that yesterday, and I still don't remember what happened. It plays well enough, I guess, for the most part. It's just not that interesting to play, in my opinion. But it's not the Darkness. Like, it can actually be played, unlike the Darkness, which demands that you don't play it. Is there any point? Is the thing... There's nothing immediately up there, which makes me think that there's no point that going further up. I don't think people would like my game reviews because I don't like video games all that much, really. At least not modern ones. They're all this same... A lot of modern AAA games are all kind of this... Especially the ones that come from Sony Studios, are all this kind of bland, open world, crafty... We sort of paid attention to the story nonsense. Like this and the new God of War, where they tried to make Kratos not be a giant piece of shit again, which they had tried in God of War 3 and failed miserably at, because it turns out the fucking wife murderer and child murderer is an irredeemable piece of garbage. Oh, fuck me. No, all those games are basically the same kind of trash, especially if you're talking about, like, modern Assassin's Creed when talking about, like, maybe not Red Dead, which is its own special kind of garbage, because that game actively hates the person playing it. But, like, God of War, Assassin's Creed, this, Days Gone... Like, even The Last of Us to a much lesser extent. Last of Us Part 2, anyways. That game played phenomenally, but it did not know when to stop. It was about 20 hours too long, which is not a good thing. Oh, whoops.
Exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
No, Open World Wednesday is not going to become a thing. I'll probably continue on with this game more. Because I don't actively hate it like I hated The Darkness. I'm just kind of bored by it. Ghost of Tsushima is another example.
Onward and upward.
Although the setting at least does a lot of heavy lifting for that game, I don't think the setting in this game is all that interesting. Probably because the world building is just stupid. It's all very, very stupid. Like the explanation for how we wound up in Robot Apocalypse is real
The sound of that.
fucking dumb. I mean, so I will say it's at least explained why the robots are the way they are. But the explanation how you get from humanity, our kind of civilization, to what's going on here, the entire like step-by-step thing that happens there is real fucking garbage in my opinion.
I guess we're doing this, big boy.
Takes so much damage to kill this thing. Why did I just take damage? I mean, you might have a point if, like, literally every fight didn't feel like this. Like, look at how little damage I do. Why can it make ice grow? That doesn't make any sense. Like, even for this game is pathetic, honestly, quite pathetic explanations of why things are happening the way they are. That doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. I mean, like, look how little damage the 450 strike of the critical hit did. relative to its health bar. What the fuck?
Scary new machine. Done.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong that it's not a big angry robot thing, but that doesn't mean it's fun to fight. And
Got too much already.
like maybe there's better weapons I could be using, but what if there are, I don't know what the fuck they are. And I don't care to learn either. It's one of those things, I just don't care enough about the game to put in the effort to learn how to not make it tedious.
Cold. Very cold. I get it.
Yep, thanks. You don't need to repeat that every 5 minutes. Alright, there's no more medical supplies around. We got some trees.
I should be able to get up there.
I mean, well, so the people, like Aloy here, they don't actually know how to use technology, really. Because of the backstory stuff, right? So the backstory to Horizon Zero Dawn is that in the year 20XX, we had I don't know, when I read the Wikipedia article on it, it said they were like police robots, but I thought they were meant to be like environmental cleanup robots. And they were self-replicating, which is a fucking genius idea. And so we had those. They were self-replicating and they consumed biomass. Also a genius idea. And wouldn't you know it, for some reason we lost control of them. And so they just kept replicating and replicating forever. And so they were wiping humanity out. And so there were a bunch of different attempts to try and figure out how to save humanity. And the winning solution turned out to be shove humanity's DNA in a box, basically. We'll create a AI that after the that'll kill the self-replicating robots after all the humans are dead, and then it'll create new robots because of course, solve the robot apocalypse with more robots. The AI will create more robots that will then fix the destroyed environment because the self-replicating biomass-eating robots ate all of the biomass. And then once the ecosystem of the world is restored to livable, it'll
I'd have to ditch something.
create, basically clone humanity from the human DNA that's stored, and they'll be taught the history of humanity to not learn, or to learn from our mistakes and not create constantly self-replicating robots. But
I better take those stairs.
of course, for some reason, the CEO of the company that was responsible for the initial disaster, for some reason he had access to the AI that was supposed to take care of humanity in the future, and he sabotaged it, and it lost all its knowledge. And so humans basically came out and were like, the fuck is all this shit? And that's why everything is like based around like ancient tribal machine worship kind of stuff. And the robots are still around because of the sabotage fucking things up.
Ancient door. Maybe Aurea's inside.
And yeah, I found the entire thing incredibly stupid. Especially the part where they gave the CEO the keys to access the, robots. Or the AI, not the robots. After his dumbass company was the ones responsible for destroying humanity.
2046. I just spent 16 hours in here trying to install upgrades to improve efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power. Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own. Anita stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair, oh boy, I should just go to bed.
Alright, creepo. And it sounds like I read the story summary for the second game, and it sounds like the story doesn't get any more interesting or coherent. It's basically fucking evil AI all the way down. Instead of turtles, it's just evil AIs over and over again. The part where we create robots that wipe us out, I 100% believe that could happen, but the rest of it is just such garbage. It's hard to be like, yeah, of course, this, like, with your made up science bullshit that you've crammed in here, this makes sense. Like, nah.
This is Director of Security Blevins resending the emergency supply order. Try reading it this time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
No director of security has ever sounded like that. Ever. Even in the apocalypse. I much preferred Guerrilla's writing of Space World War II and Space Cold War. Yep, these recordings are from when humanity... So this entire setting has to do with, like, the AI subsystems that were responsible for, like, rebuilding the world.
Maybe my focus can help.
And so we're inside one of the facilities where the AI is, located. Or we will be soon, anyways. So all these recordings are from the past, and, like, that's how the entire, like, backstory of the game is delivered, is through, like, recordings like that, and there's some video-like recordings as well, and I don't know. I didn't find any of it enjoyable. Like I said, I much preferred Gorilla's telling of
How am I going to explain to Kenny that Firebreak is doomed without a guiding intelligence advanced enough not only to think, but to feel?
yeah, what does it want me to do?
Anything my focus could reveal.
No. Unless there's some mechanic I don't remember. That's nothing. Like, I'm not seeing anything. There's nothing that, like, okay, there we go.
Looks like the door's
The
wired.
power cable.
Something over here.
I much preferred Gorilla's terrible retelling of World War II in space and the terrible retelling of
Director of Security Blevins is writing us
the
like a
Cold
petty
War
tyrant. I can't
in
even
space.
sneeze without triggering his control issues.
I mean, the story of the Killzone games was also quite
Those notes
terrible,
on the floor must be connected to the door.
but I found it more enjoyable than the garbage that is the Horizon games. Or Horizon game, I guess. I can't technically say that about the second game because I haven't played it.
Something. What am I supposed to do with these lights?
Don't know or care.
These things turn, changing the flow of light. All right, let's see if the door's open.
Sure, that doesn't seem like an incredibly tedious and counterintuitive system to interact with. But you gotta have your puzzles. So I mean, it's not bad. It's like everything else in this game. It's just kind of there. The only thing I would say is besides the story, which I think is actively bad, or the main story is not actively bad. The main story is completely and totally forgettable. The world building is the bad part, I guess. The only bad thing about this game is the combat, and the further you get into the... Ooh, this looks terrible. Someone forgot to include the ground texture here. Or they forgot to make the texture not look like utter
Maybe I can get
garbage.
inside through that structure over there.
Either way is fine. Like Ghost of Tsushima. That's another pretty bland open world game that's held up by its setting. Like the activities and things you're doing it are kind of like meh, whatever. But it's fun to ride around the fake Japanese countryside, which is cool. So that works in its favor. Whereas I just find this game all very tedious. Either have a cool setting for your open world game that doesn't... What is going on with her hand there? Were they trying to like make it so that way she'd like reach out for the railing, but it didn't quite work right? Or I don't know, it didn't look right.
Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close.
Like either like make your open world game like janky and kind of busted like the Sinking City style, or give me something interesting and not tedious to like navigate around, like you know, Ghost of Tsushima. You are the figurative ghost of Tsushima. It's not ghosts, I guess. It's Ghost of Tsushima. Yes, metaphorical, because you sneak into the Mongols' encampments and stab them in the throat.
Messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
Or I guess the third variety of open world-ish game that works really well is whatever Yakuza is doing, the Yakuza series. Because I love I love that series. I don't love all of the games in it because Yakuza 4 and 5 exist. If they didn't exist, then I would love all the games in that series, but since 4 and 5 exist, they're not so much.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
I'm trying to think of like recent open world games I have enjoyed that are not like Yakuza or Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, The Sinking City, obviously.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine intelligence.
I remember liking Assassin's Creed Origin, whatever. But I was also unemployed when I played that, which may have had an impact on my enjoyment of the game. Because I literally had nothing better to do than fucking sit around all day and play through Ancient Egypt game.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
I didn't really... I spent a shitload of time playing Red Dead Redemption 2, but I didn't really like it all that much. There were extenuating circumstances around why I spent the time that I spent with that game. No, that's not. Okay, so it comes out to that one. Go there, and then we can go here. But I don't think we can get it back. No. Let's see here. Let's think about this. That one can go there. Can we... Yeah, we can send that one there. Oh, that's... Okay, can we send it up to that one? Yeah, I'm really coming up blank on like recent open world games that I like that aren't like set in a fictional Japan or I guess a fake Massachusetts town. Does that not count? Isn't it going back to the source? Oh, I see where it needs to go. I mean, I used to like,
recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forcing you. Aurea.
Transmission terminated.
I used to like open world games once upon a time, but these days I just They're too bloated.
You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Urban said you might know something about a man
No,
named
so actually the
Silas.
reason why the robots
You
are
may have
angry is
dealings with him
explained
at the Conclave?
in the main
That
story
name
of the
spoken,
game.
Secrets soon follow, or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Wait, which one did I... Silence?
About Silence?
I've told you all I can.
Okay, no, that was...
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drift, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer, lost like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's drum. The last time, she told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something evil. She named it the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
What kept you from the spirit after it begged for help?
I went to Artok, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's Drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Werak of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After. You and I could not agree on what to do next.
I mean, that was like a day ago.
So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was hurt, Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal.
It sounds
her.
like she's saying Thunder's Drome
So
and not
began a
Thunder's
communion.
Drum.
You had a communion with the spirit.
Yes. Inside Thunder's drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me, never judged. We kept each other's company.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul. Cut off from what it needs. Lonely. Forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
I think technically only the like technology part of the knowledge base was destroyed, and so the like
Let's see if I've got this
people
straight.
that were created
we heard two
were
voices.
taught
One you
like
call the
language and
spirit,
stuff like that.
captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Huh. There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Huh. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. An Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She's suffering, tormented by the daemon. She
Damn
longs
that
to be
daemon.
free.
Matt
And
Damon.
perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this.
I
Fine.
can't believe you're agreeing to it either.
What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Oh boy, a new weapon. Whee. Hey, we took the shaman's path. We got an extraordinary reward box. So, they weren't like, you know, born with a brain. I can't even take it. I don't have enough room. Can't take any of that either. Great. I mean, I guess I don't need two broadcasters that are essentially the same. What was I saying? Oh, right. So the way what is it? The way the teaching them thing worked is that they were basically like created in, you know, little test, I don't know, clone sacks, whatever you want to call it, and then after they were born, they would be like educated by a robot lady thing, maybe something like that, I think is how it worked. And then they would be they were inside these little like kind of buildings like this, I guess is the idea, and then after they were educated they would be let out into the world, except that because the knowledge base was sabotaged, they weren't given all of the education they should have been given.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
So they were taught like language and some other stuff, but they weren't taught about like what technology is. Prove yourselves to the Werak. What if I don't want to? Complete a trial at the hunting grounds. Clear out the bandit camp. Talk to Sikoli. Boy, that sounds absolutely thrilling. What quest is this? Find rail part. Oh, here we go. Oh, I get a spear modification. Where's the one in the... Here we go, waterlogged. I mean, I guess we're already close enough to the thing. We might as well go see what that's about. And then call it for the night, I guess. I guess we'll come back to this next week. I don't completely hate this. But we're not the darkness levels of bad here. This is definitely more like the time I very, very briefly played that Control DLC and was like, this is kind of boring. Is it trying to fucking make a dial-up connection? What was going on there? Well, that didn't accomplish what I was hoping to do, which was to override one of them and use it as a mount. Yep, it's basically a big old robot bear, huh? Oh, fuck. Get out of here, robot bear. No one likes you. I didn't even need anything from that. I just killed that robot deer for the hell of it. mean, it says its weakness is fire, but given how little damage my fire arrows were doing to that thing, I don't believe the game.
Must be the cave that Shaman told me about. Long way down. Not natural either.
Yeah, this is definitely a cave, Aloy.
I won't be alone down here. There's one of the metal birds.
Oh, this is some kind of launch facility.
Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines.
Take that, Jet. Aloy is the deadliest predator now.
I wonder if my focus can pick anything up.
Nah, probably not. Ooh, Animal figurine 5. What a worthless collectible. I hate it.
Just have to go up. If I could move that flying machine over a little.
Oh, I see, I have to shimmy across the wall here.
Maybe my focus will see something. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across.
What? That doesn't even make any sense. It's still on the ground, Aloy.
There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Okay, it's the other way.
Perhaps my focus can help me.
We literally just unlocked it. We just haven't walked over and opened the door, Aloy. Calm down.
No room.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't...
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here.
Alright, what kind of horrific thing are we going to have
Shouldn't
to
be hard
fight
to
after
remove.
this?
I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
Well, it's another one of the invisible fuckers. Jesus, it does so much damage in one hit.
No space.
Need more metal shards. Definitely don't have enough of those. And absolutely nothing to spend them on.
So this thing will improve my spear, huh?
Well, in theory, yes. In practice, no, because we don't have any room inside of our, a pack to hold a weapon modification.
Daytona.
Nope. Here we go. Thrill at the marvels of fast travel.
Rhea said to find her
How
friend.
long must we
rock
wait
painter.
for Sakuli to finish her
Paintings
painting?
mean a lot to the
It's been
Banuk.
ages.
No matter how dark our days become, the hunt remains a comfort.
Okay, let's see. We'll go get our non-usable upgrade and call it.
Is this what you...
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks, only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear. Works for me. Might as well get started improving my spear.
Oh, here we go. This is how you do it. do more shock. Have better handling. Okay, now maybe I can... Yeah, okay, I can increase my spear damage now. Oh boy, that got me a trophy. I almost said achievement. That's what that is. Alright. That was, that, I guess. I'm gonna go fast travel to this other thing, and then we'll save the game and call it. So yeah, this has been Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds? North? Frozen Wilds? It's boring. We're gonna play some more next week though, so you got that to look forward to. Okay. "2017, yeah, looks right for when this game came out, and I played it, and I didn't enjoy it all that much, anyways." Alright, let's pop out of here. I'm gonna hit this button to stop.